Hi guys, so I'm back with a new video and let's talk about Borderlands. So this might be an odd choice to review on my channel because this is not necessarily my type of film, even though I reviewed like Furiosa or June before. I always have a reason why I want to review certain films. And the case with this one is that this one is directed by Eli Roth, and yeah, I think everyone knows, but everyone that loves horror knows Eli Roth. And I'm so bummed that I didn't get to see Thanksgiving last year at the cinema, because that film was really, really good. And so this year Eli Roth is back. And yeah, this is a totally different film for him, even though he directed some film about clocks, The House with the Clocks, something like that. I'll leave a poster here, which I think it's the only one that from him that I haven't seen. But granted, like basically all of his filmography are horror films, and yeah, some people love it, some people hate it. I quite enjoy Eli Roth films, so having him directing like an action film that it's based on a video game, it's odd, but made me like interested in the film, and like I was expecting something. So yeah, let's find out if the film delivered what I was expecting. Before I get into my thoughts, let me tell you a little bit about the film. I actually went into it without knowing basically anything. I knew it was an Eli Roth film, I knew some of the cast, but I didn't know anything about the plot. So what I'm gonna tell you, obviously, if you've played the video games, if you know the video games, you will know the basic plot, I guess. But if you are like me and don't know anything about the video game, I'm gonna tell you that this film is about a group of misfits that get together to save like a missing girl. There's more to it, but that's like the beginning of the journey. Apart from the director, what got me into the film was also the cast. So this film stars Kate Blanchett, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, Jamie Lee Curtis, and a few other names that you definitely will recognize. But this is a like really odd mix of actors. It's some names that you wouldn't think they would mix well like as a cast. I don't know, like having Jamie Lee Curtis with Kevin Hart, obviously Kevin Hart and Jack Black makes sense, but then like adding Kate Blanchett, it's odd. So yeah, did it work? Let's get to my thoughts. Unfortunately, this is not gonna be a positive review, I'm sorry, but like in a sentence, what I would say about this film is that it thinks it's way cooler than it actually is. It's one of those films that look really fun and look like it's going to be really extravagant. It's like really big and chaotic, and it's fun and it is chaotic, but it's also really like flat. What I felt about the film was that there was no like passion behind it. It felt really bland. The story was so predictable and really basic. Like halfway through, I already knew how this was gonna end. The actors kind of disappointed me as well. I would say the only good ones were Kate Blanchett and Jack Black, even though Jack Black only gives the voice to the character, so he is not exactly in the film. it's just his voice. But they were the only ones that I felt like they were actually trying. The little girl that plays Tina, she's in Barbie. She was in Barbie. I can't remember her name, but I don't know. I felt like she didn't do enough for her character. I felt like her character should have been like a smaller, like a younger version of Harley Quinn. And I don't know, I needed more from her, like more. I needed more out of everything from this film. And the same goes for the cinematography. I was expecting a lot more from Eli Roth, not gonna lie. Like, it was a really basic looking film. Okay, they had like really like vibrant colors. Everything was like really vibrant, really like popping. Like the colors were all like really saturated, really sharp. Everything was, yeah, really colorful. But like there were no like interesting camera movements, interesting like shots. Yeah, nothing about this film was that interesting, and I didn't feel any connection to the characters, to the story. Yeah, it was just like a really meh film. Okay, some of the dialogue was funny, but not funny enough. And with a cast like this, you would think that this would be like full-on comedy or like really good comedy action. I also didn't like that on one hand the story was really basic and predictable, but at the beginning of the film there's like a good chunk of exposition narrated. So the film does have like a narrator, and so the beginning is a lot of exposition about the world and how it works, and it was a lot. Like as soon as it starts, it's like exposition dump, and I was kind of taken back. Like I was like, whoa, this is a lot of information to understand about this world. So I kind of like just went along with it. I'm not sure I understand everything about this world, but I don't know if they're gonna keep like building it. I don't know if there will be like part 2, a sequel. I don't think a lot of people will enjoy this one. Maybe the fans of the game will enjoy it. Yeah, I don't know, but I wasn't a fan. I was really disappointed. I expecting a lot more from everything, like directing wise, actors wise, story wise. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. So let's just get to my scores. So actually, when the film ended, I was going to give it like a score, but upon further like thinking, I decided to overall give it a 2 out of 5. I almost gave it a 2.5 because it's a really like meh film, but it did disappoint me. I was expecting more, so yeah, it's gonna be a 2 out of 5. Cinematography also a 2 out of 5 because again I was expecting more. And originality, I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 5. I don't think this story is original at all. Obviously it's based on a video game, but even that, like, I don't know, it was really basic and predictable, so I just can't give it a higher score. Yeah. So, yeah guys, unfortunately these are my thoughts on Borderlands. I hope Eli Roth sticks to horror because it's what he does best. I quite enjoy his horror films. I don't know about you, but I do like Eli Roth and I like his films. But maybe fans of the video game will like this one. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you've seen the film, what you thought. If you've played the video game. And if you've played the video game and watched the film, let me know if it stays true to the video game. Yeah, let me know everything in the comments. Also tell me your favorite Eli Roth film. And yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!